what exactly causes objections in your opinion?
Well, if you think about it, and I've asked this question of a lot of audiences that I've presented to and people I've trained, and I say, who causes objections? And they always say the client. And I'm like, wah, you don't get the prize. It's you. Um, they are objecting to something that you said or didn't say, or did or didn't do, or the way you presented information. And so what happens is, and I hate to throw out a fancy term here, and you don't have to memorize this term, but it's really, really important that you know this exists. When human beings developed over time, thousands and thousands of years, they developed a system in your brain. Your brain actually developed in 3 layers or levels, and you developed what scientists call the reticular activating system. And in sales, a lot of people know about the reticular activating system because it's what people pay attention to. It's kind of a filter, but it's also a huge defense mechanism. It's what kept people alive. Their brain seizes a threat before it ever hits their emotional brain, but yet before it ever hits their logical brain, it hits their primordial or lizard or caveman brain and immediately shuts you out as a threat. And once that's triggered, it's virtually impossible to get past. And so one of the essential things to be aware of is, am I scaring this kind of deep-seated part of someone's brain with what I'm saying and how I'm asking and how I'm approaching them? If you are, you're going to be shut out cold. But if you can elegantly get past that first layer and actually get into the emotional part will drive the logic part. But the problem is a lot of people start at logic. They start at the third brain.
Right.
And the third brain doesn't make decisions. The emotional part of your brain actually makes decisions and then hands it off to your logical brain to justify it. So really just understanding how people think and how people process is actually really important to just at least accepting, hey, maybe I should not stop doing things that are scaring my prospects and clients into not working with me.